Okay, here I am. I've been working on a problem with my stream key. For some reason, my stream key wasn't working. Then I went over and checked it, and I figured out that I had reset my stream key to the last thing I copied to my clipboard, which was a JPEG message, which was like really, really, really long. So, anyhow, I have I have put myself into a bind with time now, but here I am anyhow. I appreciate everyone being patient waiting for me. Who is here? Let's see. Bo, there's Malcolm, Otis, Roger, Parviz. Let's see. Paul, Eric, Mary. Parviz, I already got you in for this week, so you don't need to do any bins, Parviz. No bins, because I've already done it for you. I know that you were in a position this week, and I needed to try getting you in. There's Klaus. There's Klaus. Is Sissy here? Sissy is here. Okay. All right. So we're just about ready to get started, and I have a new camera set up right here. This camera right here is a cell phone, actually, and I'm going to work on getting that stupid message off of there telling me to upgrade to Pro, because I already have the Pro. I've already paid for it, so I have to figure out now how to get it assigned to that phone so I can actually use it without the worry. Let's see. What else do I have here? I got no other news other than I am doing a rather large auction tomorrow. There will be hundreds of rolls available tomorrow. This particular auction, some small part of the auction is selling items for a friend in need, a friend indeed. There are some rolls that I'm selling for a person who needed some money, and I decided to kind of pro bono the idea of selling rolls for them. So there's no need in releasing who it is. It doesn't make any difference who it is. It's just that someone's going to realize some extra money and appreciate you being there to bid on their coins. So here we are, and I am in a position to get started. We have a bunch of new reveals for this week. It's going to be 8 total. Let me get my sheet in place so I will know exactly where I am and what I'm doing. And I trust that Eric is here and ready to go. There is Mr. Daughtry, Mr. Christopher Daughtry. You don't happen to be the Chris Daughtry that's a singer, do you? Because I know you got family from up in that area, and I know Chris has family from up in that area. All right, let's see. What? Got all what emails? I think next week. What? Okay, Eric actually finished dinner, so does that mean you're actually ready to do this? You do something like this without the face. Why without the face? Come on. I'm not that much better looking than you are. Good evening, Bernard. You get that? Well, I imagine being named Chris Daughtry and having the spelling exactly the same as the singer, and the fact that you're both from North Carolina, I would assume you'd probably get that often. Oh, okay, asking about your reveals. Okay, I get it. So let's get started on this, because this is going to be a very fun week. We've got a lot of really nice reveals coming up this week, and this is the first one. It's going to be this 1948D roll, and I have decided that on these machine-wrapped rolls, we're going to take a peek at the first coin in each roll prior to the reveal, if I can get the roll open, which this one I can. So we have a decent uncirculated roll starting here. And so this one is going to be reveal number 451. For those of you who are just getting started with this channel and don't know much about what's going on here, I want you to watch first, and then I'll explain it to you. So just watch what's going on here. Reveal number 451. We have a roll of coins here that are going to be $6.50 per coin. And I am, of course, limiting this to 3 per person, as usual. And we are going to bin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, there's Yo Man to bin the max. Boy, we've already got the limit. Let's see here. Okay, let me get Yo Man in here. Yo Man. Oops, wait a minute. We only get 3. Sorry. I'm being dumb. Bo Palmer gets 2. Mark Thomas gets 3. Deanne gets 3. Mike Birchman for 3. Carl for 3. Malcolm for 3. Penny Horder for 3. Sissy for 3. Coins and Ghouls gets 1. Hello, Adam. Paul Hampton for 2. Sureg for 1. Taco John for 3. Then I've got Stanley for 3. Then I've got, see, Parviz, I've already got you in. Mary for 3. Klaus for 2. Otis, let's see. Unfortunately, that makes me run out of space. As soon as I get Klaus's 2 in there, I run out. So Otis, and I'm sorry, Chuck, I can't get you in this time around. But you want me to do that, Mark? I can let Otis in if I take one of your 2 out. Or one of your 3, I'm sorry. Okay, Mark, I'll change you to 2 and I'll let Otis in. That'll work. I appreciate that. Okay. Otis, I got you in. And so, that, folks, is how this works. For those of you who are new to the channel and just coming in for a good watch, Taco John says he can do 2, so Taco John will go down to 2, and that will put Chuck Patillo in for 1. And Malcolm to 2 gives Chuck Patillo 2. That'll be good enough. So what this is a first come, first served roll sale. What we're doing is we're selling all the coins out of a single roll before that single roll is opened for sharing. I don't know what's in it. You guys don't know what's in it. And what we're going to do is reveal the contents of that roll. In revealing the contents of the roll, what we do first is we sell the 50 coins in the roll so that everyone has their quote-unquote lottery ticket. And so what we're doing is we're selling basically 50 slots that each of those 50 slots will be represented by one of the coins in the roll. And then I will show you everything about the coins as we go through them in the roll. And then you get the coins that come out with your name. You get the ones that come out when I call your name out. And what happens is we go through these, and if there are any die varieties or errors in them, I will annotate that on your holder for you before you get the coin, so you will know exactly what it is when you get the coin. And if we happen to use your coin for a photograph on Coppercoins.com, then you only missed one, Stephen. No problem. If your coin happens to be one that is photographed for the website, then you get a hand-signed flip insert with your coin that shows that your coin was used for photography on Coppercoins.com. With that being the case, you will be able to send that in to Anax if you want to and have them holder the coin with the die number and the fact that it's a plate coin on their label. And so there's a lot of good benefit that comes out of this. Additionally, if your coin is used as a plate coin on the Coppercoins.com website, we will put your name on the website as being the person who that coin is credited to. So If you're looking around on Coppercoins and you're looking around at the different RPMs and double dice listed on Coppercoins and you happen to see somebody's name, you could see your own name if you happen to be the person who hits the right coin at the right time to get their photograph on the website, to get the photograph of their coin on the website. So there we are. So that's how this works. And when we get to each different roll, I do 8 rolls this week. Some weeks I do 4 rolls, some 6, some 8, just whatever I feel like doing for that week. When we get to the next roll, when I count it down like I did this time, I count it down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I go. And when I say go, everybody starts doing their bin. Bin means buy it now. And you can bin up to 3 coins per roll. Up to 3 coins per roll. So what happens is you get your bin in before everybody else gets their bin in, and you definitely get a spot in the roll. You get your spots in the roll. When I run out of spots to give in the roll, then I run out of spots. Nothing more to it than that. It's not anything personal. When I run out of the 50 spots that I have in a roll, I'm done. This week, I already happen to have 9 spots spoken for prior to the beginning of the sale, so I've only got 41 spots to sell in each roll. I have 2 people who were kind of bent out of schedule, and I needed to help them out. And then Eric is the person who processes all the coins that go through this process. And as a part of the deal for him working on those rolls and doing the process, he gets some spots in each of the different rolls we do. And so Eric is the person who I send all these rolls to at the end of the process. So at the end of this week, I will be shipping all of those rolls to him. Actually, this week I'll be carrying them to him because I'm actually going to be visiting him this coming weekend. But I actually send the rolls to him. He opens all of them up, goes through every coin, obverse and reverse, and studies every single coin and makes sure that what I saw is what he saw. And then he takes care of the work of actually printing the flip inserts for the coins and gets them all bunched up together by the person and ships them out to each of the people. So that's how this works. And with every successful spot purchased, you have a better chance of getting something good. And if you purchase 1 spot or you purchase 3 spots in every single roll, you pay $3.50 for a flat shipping rate. Your flat shipping rate is $3.50 for all the reveals you can buy. To bid on rolls tomorrow, you need to send us an email. Send us an email at coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. I'm pretty good at doing what I do, but I can't do 2 things at once. So there's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Share with me your name, your YouTube screen name, which is probably the same in your case, Christopher, and then the email address to which I would send a PayPal invoice so that you can pay the invoice. We do it by PayPal invoice. I send you the invoice and then you pay for it. Don't try paying for things up front because you don't know what your shipping charge is going to be. Generally, what I do is anything less than 13 ounces, I will do a $4 flat rate first class shipping. And then anything above 13 ounces is a $9 flat rate. If it's 75 pounds, it's still $9. But anything above 13 ounces is $9, and that's how I roll. I do charge shipping because I am charge shipping. I don't ship this stuff for free, so I can't give it to you for free. That's the way that works. So anyhow, that's where we are. Now we are at the second roll for the week, which is this 1955 Philadelphia roll. Did I put that? Yeah, I did put that in as a 55p. So there it is, 1955 Philadelphia. There's the top coin on the roll. Man, if that top coin turns out to be a double die, I guess it's just like having an ender that's a double die. So, but this one isn't. We're hoping that we'll get more later on in the roll, but anyhow, this is how we do it. Reveal number 452 is a 1955p plastic tubed roll. These are going to be $3.75 per coin. And we are going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Generally, I don't count the ones that are on top of my go because you're jumping the gun. So you'll have to get back in. So I've got Otis for 1, Carl for 3, and then Yo-Man for 3, Mr. Birchman for 3, Taco John for 3, Stephen A. for 3, Bo Palmer for 2, Malcolm for 2, Penny Hoarder for 3, we've got Sissy for 3, Sureg for 1, we've got Roger Borland for 3, Paul Hampton for 2, Deanne for 1, Mark Thomas for 3. See, I've got Carl in here already. So Coins and Ghouls for 2. Parvis, I've already got you in for this week. Klaus Blem for 3. And that will end it for this particular roll. That's all I can get in for this particular roll. Klaus is the last person I'm going to be able to get into this roll. So for everybody below him, Stanley, Thomas, Murphy, Mary, hello Akram, Josh Carr, and Akram, I'm not going to be able to get into this 1955 Philadelphia roll. Klaus, no, you were the last person I was able to get into the roll. You got all 3 of your spots. And that is what we have for this particular roll. Now, moving on to the next roll. Let me close this one back up and go on to this 1950D roll. The 1950D roll that I have here is a pretty nice looking roll on the top. Has a spot or two, but look at how clean the coin is otherwise. You get spot-free coin in that condition, you're talking about a 66 level coin. So that's a very nice one. Joe, you've missed 2 of them so far. This is a 3rd one for the night. It's going to be reveal number 453. It's a 1950D plastic tubed roll. These are going to be $4.50 per coin. And I'm going to start you off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yo-Man gets 3. And I've got, wow, it jumped all at once. Taco John for 3. Malcolm for 3. Then I've got Deanne for 3. Sureg for 1. Then I've got Paul Hampton for 2. Bo Palmer for 2. And then I've got, let's see, Stephen for 3. Joe McBride for 2. Coins and Ghouls for 1. Sissy for 3. Otis for 1. Penny Hoarder for 3. We're going to be running out here shortly. I got room for a couple more people in here. Carl gets 3. And Stanley gets 3. And then after Stanley would be Kelly Ray gets 3. Hello, Kelly Ray. Good evening. And Tim Crowell will get 2 at the very end of the roll. So that's all I can get you in for, Tim, is the 2 at the end of the roll. I unfortunately cannot include Mike Birchman. There's Gary Wagnon. He is registered. Thank you for coming, Gary. Gary is a longtime expert in nickel die varieties and Lincoln cent die varieties, and I welcome him to the channel. I don't know why it is that we've been friends for 25 years and we just found our connection on YouTube, but it's here anyway. I appreciate it, Gary. Thank you very much, sir. Let's see. Unfortunately, I can't get Akram Thomas in there. Sissy says she can spare 1, but if I spare 1 of Sissy's, it would... Let's see. Kelly Ray wanted 3. Where did I end up? Kelly Ray got 3. It would go to Tim Crowell, or if I tried to include the next person in, it would be Gary Wagnon. Gary Wagnon would get 1 spot. So I can do that. I can take 1 from Sissy and put it on Gary Wagnon. He may or may not be on the sheet already. We can try it and see if that works. I did include him on one of the sheets yesterday, but I'm not sure it was this one. So if you just try to put Gary, actually no, he's going to be in there as nickel buff, I believe. Let's try it this way. No, he's not in there. Okay, I'll figure it out. But we've got Gary on there for one. Did I miss Mike? Where was Mike in this? I did. Eric Parvers, Jim Yeoman. I did. I missed Mike Birchman altogether. So we're going to have to rearrange some things. The way this is going to end up having to work is that Mike is going to go into one of Kelly Ray's spots and both of Tim Crowell's spots because I missed him. He was earlier up on the list. And I've got to get him in there for the 3 that he has ordered. So sorry about that, Tim. No, wait a minute. No, I didn't miss Mike. Sorry. No, we got to go back. Don't do it that way. Do this, and then Tim. Mike was after Tim Crowell on the list. He was the first person that was not included. So Mike was the first person who missed getting into the role. Aha, I get it. I see. Instead of Gary Wagner, Mike Birchman needs to go in that spot. Now I understand. Okay, Sissy gave up one of hers for the next person in line. Next person in line was not Gary Wagner, it was Mike Birchman. So I got Mike in there for the one spot. I got it straight. Yeah, I had a few people jump the gun, but it's something that happens every single time because people are trying to accommodate for the lag, and unfortunately we do have quite a bit of lag here. Let's see. Okay, the next roll. The next roll is going to be a 1954D. Now, I can't show you anything other than the end of the roll because this one is an original roll as is. Oops. There it is. It's an original roll as is, 1954D. Never had the roll open. Don't know what's inside of it, just like all the rest of these, but this one is an original roll that's never been opened. And we are going to be at $4.25 a coin on these, $4.25 a piece on these. Limit of 3 per person, of course. And we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's reveal number 454. I got Yo Man for 3, Sir Egg for 1, Taco John for 3, Deanne for 3, Paul Hampton for 2, and I've got Penny Hoarder for 3, Stephen for 3, Mark Thomas for 2, then I've got Malcolm for 3, Coins and Ghouls for 2, Sissy Atwell for 3, Mike Birchman for 3, Carl for 3, JJ for 3. Now let's see, where do I come to? I've got enough for 2 more people. We've got Joe for 2. Then I can get Kelly Ray in for 2. And that's all I've got left. I got nothing left after that. We actually have people not able to get in this time around. So like the last 3 times I did reveals, I was at the end of the roll asking if people wanted seconds. And now we're not able to get everybody into the rolls. It's kind of strange how this works. But anyhow, yeah. So the next roll this 1962 D roll right here. I'll give you guys a hint about this. I bought a box of these. This is sealed. I bought a box of these a long time ago. It turned out to be a full box of 100 rolls, all from the same source. They were all from the same bag. And I found double dice in the rolls that I opened that were exactly like this one. Now, I'm not saying this contains double dice, but your chances are probably better than on other rolls from 1962 at finding double dice in this roll, because this roll, well, it's part of a special stash. I had 100 rolls when I started. I have about 8 of these rolls left, and this is the one I'm going to open this week. And so these are going to be $1.95 per coin. Get your trigger fingers ready. We're going to be going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Mr. Worley. Let's see. I got Yo Man for 3. I got Deanne for 3. Mark Thomas for 2. Chuck Patillo for 2. Sureg for 1. I've got Crispy for 3. Taco John for 3. Paul Hampton for 3. Bo Palmer for 2. Sissy for 3. Malcolm for 3. And then I've got Carl for 3. Stephen A for 3. No, wait a minute. I've already got Stephen A in there. Oh, that's Sissy. I'm sorry. Buh. I got to do something else about that. Sissy Atwell and Stephen A have the same initials. All right. Then I've got Penny Hoarder for 3. See, Penny Hoarder and Paul Hampton would be the same, except I changed Penny Hoarder to 1C. So it's 1 cent. Penny Hoarder. Let's see, I've got 4 spots after Penny Hoarder. Who gets those 4 spots? Well, let's see. Kelly Ray's going to get 3 and Mike Birchman's going to get 1. Now, sorry for the people who are missing out on this one. Remember that we're talking about doubling up on reveals beginning probably 2 or 3 weeks from now. We'll be doubling up on reveals. I'll be doing reveals as well as Eric. So if you can't get in on mine, you can definitely get on his. Or if you can't get in on his, you'll be able to get on mine. We're going to try to not duplicate what each other is doing with regard to the rolls. But anyhow, we have... Do I have another roll? Well, I do have another roll, but I'm not going to do another roll. I'm going to do what I got scheduled, and that's about it for right now. I can't way overdo it. I'm already overdoing it. I just can't way overdo it. Let's move on to the next roll. Roll number 456. Roll number 456 is going to be this 1955 S roll. 1955S. It's a pretty nice looking roll. I actually really like that. 1955S plastic tubed roll. Here is the title for it. We're going to do these at $3.50 per coin. What did I do? Okay, never mind. And we're going to get this one started off. We're going to kick it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. The Reveal 456 1955 S tubed roll, going at $3.50 per coin. So I got Yo Man for 3, Bo Palmer for 2. Then I've got Sureg for 1. Then I've got Taco John for 3. Sissy Atwell for 3. Deanne for 3. Chuck Patillo for 2. Crispy for 3. Paul Hampton for 2. Kelly Ray for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Let's see. Then I've got Stephen A for 3. And then Mike Birchman for 3. And And let's see. Mark Thomas gets 2. Malcolm gets 3. And let's see. Then Carl, see, Parviz gets 3. Carl gets 3. Wait a minute. Carl is not going to get 3 because I ran out of space. I've only got 2 spots at the end of the roll, and those 2 are for Carl. So Carl gets 2 out of this roll. Next roll coming up is going to be a really exciting one. 1955S is exciting enough because it has a really, really nice FS-listed RPM that's possible. But this one is the one I always like getting into because this has a possible double die and 2 different OMMs. And, yeah, a little tiny bit spotty on the end there. Oh, wait a minute. That's a 1955 coin on the end. Good thing I saw that. Okay, this is another 1955 roll. This is not a 51D roll. That's interesting. Okay, I'll remark this as a 55 roll. Let me grab another 51D roll for us. Hang on just a moment. Had to make sure I got a nice BU roll. Yeah, that looks good. There we go, 51D. So it's 1951D. Yes, sir, Egg, I did get you in on the 55S roll. You got 1 spot. So yes. Okay, so this one, reveal number 457, is a 1951D roll. 1951D. Malcolm only wanted 2. Did I put him in? I did put him in for 3. So Malcolm only wanted 2. So that is going to put Carl at 3. There. Got Carl. Carl for 3. Sureg, I got yours. Tim, did I actually... I didn't skip you, brother. I didn't get to you. Unfortunately, Raymond Longy hasn't gotten in yet today. Neither has Mary, unfortunately. So, yeah, we're having to skip over some people here, unfortunately. I hate doing that, but at the same time, I love how popular it is. Okay, let's see. 1951D. Plastic tube roll. We're going to do these at $4.50 per coin. We're going to go on this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1951D, $4.50 per coin. And we've got Yo Man for 3. Hang on a second, let me get this word to work again. We got Yo Man for 3. We've got Sureg for 1. We've got Crispy for 3. Then we've got Mark Thomas for 2. We've got Deanne for 3. Kelly Ray for 3. We've got Paul Hampton for 2. Then we've got Stephen A for 3. Then we've got JJ for 3. We've got Sissy for 3. Then we've got Thomas Murphy for 3. Then let's see, after Thomas Murphy's Penny Hoarder for 3. Bo Palmer for 2. Mike Birchman for 3. Carl for 3. And we have 1 spot left. That's going to go to Malcolm. Malcolm gets the last spot in this roll. So we end up with Yo Man for 3, Sureg for 1, Crispy for 3, Mark Thomas for 2, Deanne for 3, Kelly Ray for 3, Paul Hampton for 2. Stephen for 3, JJ for 3, Sissy for 3, Thomas Murphy for 3, Penny Hoarder for 3, Bo Palmer for 2, Mike Birchman for 3, Carl for 3, and then Malcolm gets 1 at the end of the roll. And between Steve and Mike, and I don't even see on there, brother. Not sure, Tim. I'm doing it by the order that I see them come up on my chat, which is different than the order you're going to see them, because you don't have to do a return trip to YouTube and back to see your own chat. So you're going to come up faster than other people on yours. That's the only way I can respond to that. That's pretty average for the ballpark on that. All right, so we're done with that roll, 1951D. Here's a 1945S. Let's just let Mary has been in one before. For some reason, she's just not getting in there fast enough this time around. I'm going to have to cancel the last roll, I think. Let me check this real quick, because I think I may have a coded roll. I'll check this real carefully. And I do. I have a roll that's been coated in lacquer. I will not sell these coins. I'll show you what they look like. These are coated in lacquer. They are not original BU coins. I can tell because of their color, their sheen, how they shine. They are not proper original BU coins, so I cannot sell them, unfortunately. You guys know that you're getting a lacquered coin in this particular case. They have been sprayed with a very fine coating of something to keep them from turning, and that something has a bluish tint to it. You can see that tint, that color tint, as it works into the light. I don't really have a way on this particular show to show you under the microscope what this looks like, but I'm going to have to cancel that roll. You'll trade closets with me? Okay. My closet is the little go-to place. But this 45S roll is unfortunately garbage, so I cannot sell this roll. And I will just have to knock that one. It's on the end of the list for the week, fortunately, so I can just knock it off the end of the list. Perhaps if I get talked into it, I might sell it as a lacquered roll next week, but not this week. Get the juice out? Oh, no, I don't want to juice these. There's a problem with doing that. First of all, you're chemically treating a chemically altered coin. The other thing is that it takes a lot of time to get lacquer off of a coin, even with the best of chemicals. And that isn't worth the amount of time that it takes to get the coins clean in the roll. It's easier just to buy another roll. It's easier just to go out and get another roll. I'll just hang on to these. I've got a 47 plain roll from another date that as soon as I opened the roll, I knew it was lacquered. And I was like, nope, we're not doing these. I refuse to do that because it's just it's spreading around coins that have been chemically altered with my name, and I can't do that. So I take a little too much pride in what I do in my business, and I won't do that. So folks, I appreciate it. The sale is hereby over with 7 rolls, unless I can't really do another roll because I've already deleted the spots. So I don't have another 45S roll to do right now. Let me see. Let me see if I do. Hang on. Let me check. Looks like I do. Have a 45S roll. That is a decent original roll. I'm just looking at some of the coins in here for condition. They all look relatively nice. So I think we can stick with this roll. I think we can do this one. So glad I thought of that. I don't know why I wasn't thinking at first. I have one that says light spots in the closet, and I don't want to drag one out that says light spots. I don't like spots. So we'll do this one. Okay. Let me get my sheet set back up again. Okay. All right, so this one is going to be reveal number 458. And I do actually have a good roll. So reveal number 458 will be a 1945S plastic tubed roll. They're going to be $5.50 per coin. We're going to get some people in on this one who wouldn't otherwise get in because I canceled it and then brought it back. Let's see, we got DN for 3. DN. We've got JJ for 1. We've got Thomas Murphy for 3. We've got Mike Birchman for 3. We've got Crispy for 3. We've got Penny Hoarder for 3. We've got Malcolm for 3. We got Klaus for 2. Then we have Paul Hampton for 1. And we have Carl for 3. Got Stephen A for 3. Then we got Taco John for 3. We've got Bo Palmer for 2. Kelly Ray for 3. And let's see, Sissy for 3. Then we've got Otis for 1. Sureg for 2. But only gets 1. So Sureg has been buying 1 throughout the evening, and now he wants to buy 2 and only gets 1 because he is coin number 50 in the roll. What happened to your dog, Mary? Oh no, this doesn't sound good. I love my dog and all others. All right, so now we have all the spots spoken for and all the rolls I have to do this week. Boy, my closet really needs a good cleaning. I found a 51D roll that's actually a 55 roll, and I found a 45S roll that's lacquered. I'll probably bring those up in the auction. The auction that I've got set up for tomorrow, I'm still working on the list. I'll be working on the list for probably about the next 2 to 3 hours at least, and then I'll work on it again in the morning. I've got 3 of the reveals that I've got sold today will be scheduled to do tomorrow. 1948D, the 55P, and the 50D we will do tomorrow during the day. And then the other 5 reveals we will do on Wednesday. And for tomorrow, then we have the auction, and the auction that we will do tomorrow will be at least 250 rolls. There's going to be a lot of rolls involved, so if you guys are into rolls and hunting through rolls, I've definitely got what you want. So be here tomorrow evening for that auction. Make sure you register prior to the auction. If you're sitting out there watching and you haven't registered for the auction yet, you want to get involved in the auction and actually be able to bid and buy things in the auction, you have to register first. And to register first means to send us an email. It's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Send us your real name, your YouTube username, and your PayPal email address, the address that you have registered with PayPal, so that we could send you a bill so that you can pay that bill through email. Oh, she hurt her leg. Yeah. Wait a minute. Coins and ghouls off by 5 coins. Should have been in. Okay, coins and ghouls. I explained in the very beginning that I already had 9 coins spoken for in each of these rolls because I had people who had scheduling conflicts and wanted in. So I got them in by scheduling conflict. And so if you're counting 50 spots from the beginning, it won't work that way. But I got everybody in I could get in. In this particular roll, Sissy wanted 3 and she got in. Otis wanted 1 and he got in. Sureg wanted 2 and I could only give him 1. And he made coin number 50. So everybody below him, unfortunately, was not able to get in. Okay, Stephen A. says that Coins and Ghouls can get one of his. That's fine. We can do that for sure. So, Adam, you're in for 1 now on the 45S roll. He is under Sureg, Eric, but Sureg was the last person who got in the roll. Oh, you're probably explaining that he's under Sureg. Sureg was the last person in the roll, but Steven gave up one of his spots. Coins and Ghouls is in for 1, so we're good now. And that's all I've got. You guys got anything for me? Anybody wants to ask me any questions or anything that needs to be covered that you don't know about? Kelly Ray says she'll give up one of hers for Coins and Ghouls as well. So now you got 2 Coins and Ghouls. That'll work. We all appreciate the share. Now the whole family's in, right? All right, so we got that. Well, what's your question, Sand Digger? I might be able to just give you a quick answer and get it over with. You know, stop the bleeding. If you got time to ask it, I've got time to answer it. Looks like toward the end of this week, I'm going to be going to Florida. And I will be in Florida for about 3 days. 3, maybe 4 days. And then after I go to Florida, I'll be coming back here. And very shortly after I get back here, I will be prepping for the Raleigh show, which is here in North Carolina, that following weekend. And then as soon as that show is over, or just shortly thereafter, I will be traveling to Ohio, where there is a collection that I will be working on purchasing. Right, Kelly Ray? Let's see, double nickels. Let me check. Double nickels here. Let me see if you are registered. Let me put these in order by YouTube name here real quick. Make it really fast. One moment, please. Please stand by. Double nickels. I do not have you registered. No, I can't set up a link to go to register for the auction because that's I keep everything on Google Sheets, and it's just not in the cards right now. I'm too busy for everything else that I've got. I can't program that right now. I know how, but I can't do it. If any of you know someone who knows coins and is a good PHP programmer or a good WordPress programmer, let me know. I'm looking for somebody to help me out here. The double nickels, I don't have you registered. If you would like to register, you could do so now. Send us an email. Let me check real quick. Check the email. Make sure you weren't missed. Let's see. I got John Pierce. I got Christopher Daughtry. Let's see about... No, I don't. I don't know that I have you registered, Double Nickels. Let me check my inactive list and see if I put you in there. No. No, I don't have you in there either. You just send me a quick email. Coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. We'll get it straightened out. Oh, Paul, I don't think the distance matters because I'm not operating off of a server that's in North Carolina. I could be operating off a server that's in Dallas, Texas, for all I know. Kelly Ray, I'm actually going up there to purchase a collection. I do have family in Ohio, but it's not in that part of Ohio. My family is near Jamestown, Washington Courthouse area in the southwestern part of Ohio. Otis, I will be going to Zanesville. Is that right? Zanesville? I can't remember. Let's see. Let me find out where I will be. I'll be able to tell you. Yeah, Zanesville. That's where I'm going. Zanesville, Ohio. South End Al, I was not able to get you in on any rolls this week. Hello, John Roberts. How are you, sir? I'll check and see if someone is contacting me who I need to have contact with immediately. Okay. You know where Zanesville is? I do too. Except I didn't know what it was called for sure. But that's where I'm going to be going. Yeah, my family is from basically southeast of Dayton. Appreciate it, Eric. You have a great night, sir. Thank you so much. Zanesville is 45 minutes from you. Well, you live in Columbus? Or Akron? Akron's probably more than 45 minutes worth. Yeah, I don't really know the area at all. It's going to be a trip for me because I've never actually stopped in Zanesville. I've driven through it before, but I've never stopped there. So it'll be a different experience for me. I am actually working on trying to get a big auction ready for tomorrow. So is Zanesville the home of Zane Grey? Is that why it's called Zanesville? That's something I did not know. Oh, I missed Rhonda. Hello, Rhonda. Yeah, this auction I'm setting up for tomorrow, I've got 2.5 big boxes full of rolls, and then I've got other rolls. I've got a couple of bags of rolls and a couple of other bank boxes full of rolls, and it's going to be nuts. It's going to be a nuts auction tomorrow. It's going to be really good. You're going to be able to get a lot of stuff for a relatively cheap price. I can guarantee that. Raymond, I won't have any war nickels this time around, but I do have war nickels I'll put up for sale in my next nickel auction. Right now, my future over the next few weeks is a little bit kind of out of sorts. I'm not exactly sure when I will have another auction after tomorrow's Tuesday auction. I may carry some stuff to Florida with me and try broadcasting from Florida to do an auction there. That's right, JJ, a nuts auction. This is going to be all kinds of oddball stuff. Lots of rolls. Lots and lots of rolls. Your better half is really mad at me. Well, better half, I'm sorry, but we all do our thing, you know. Thomas Murphy, I do sell wheats by the pound. I think it was. You got me wondering now. Let's see if I go in here and do. Wait a minute. So they're $6 a pound. I do mixed wheats at $6 a pound. Probably a better deal is if you want in on a better deal. I can do. Let's see. I can do a mixed wheat bag of Lincoln Cents, 5,000 count bag, and ship them to you in a medium flat rate box. I could do a mixed wheat bag at $210 for a box, for a full bag, 5,000 coins, $210. If anybody wants in on that, I can do that. I can do the wheat cents by the pound for you as well. So I think I usually do this at $7 a pound. Could have at least had a doghouse with an AC. I don't know. Tell me now if you would like a bag. I'll get you on a list for a bag. I'll send you a bill if you want a bag. If you want poundage, let's see, wheat cent pounds. I do this for $6.50 a pound. I'm going to write that down right now. $6.50 a pound. Let me know you want in on that at $6.50 a pound, and I will get you. I won't be able to ship them after tomorrow or after Wednesday. So JJ says he'll take a full bag. I know I was going to try to get you a bag when I was in Springfield, but it just didn't work out. All right, let me get a real piece of paper here. Hang on just a second. This is getting real. This is trying to write all this stuff on a sticky note. That's not working. There we go. Okay. Let me get my real paper out here. Grab a real pen. Move my keyboard to the side, because it's not doing me any good right now. Okay. Now, with the pounds, I'm going to have to do those plus $9 for shipping, because they're all over a pound when you put it together. So it's $9 for shipping for any package, any size package. You could do 20 pounds, it's still $9. 4 pounds is $9. 1 pound, $9. The sealed bag, the bag of 5,000 coins, that comes to you post-free, post-paid, basically. $210 post-paid. And that is a steal, just like JJ Addict says. So JJ wants a bag. at 210. Coins and Ghouls wants 5 pounds of mixed wheats. Sissy, did I hear my name, Ben? Let's see, Roger wants 5 pounds. Let's see. You down to your final 3 wheat cents that you need for your book? You can only wish for them now. Well, let's see. That'll be the 1909 SVDB. It's going to be the 1914D. And depending on whether or not you're a variety person, it's either going to be the 1922 plain or the 1931S. So Sissy will take 10 pounds. I can still add that into your box. The 22 no D. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Hello, Coin Dragon. How you doing, brother? Okay, so yeah, I think I got everybody. JJ wants a bag. Coins and Ghouls for 5 pounds. Roger Borling for 5 pounds. Sissy for 10 pounds. You want them all, Paul? I could ship them all to you, but you don't even want to know what I've got coming in. Thomas Murphy for 5 pounds. Thank you, sir. And I got Raymond Longy for 2 pounds. Now these pounds are going to be, they're going to be chuck pounds. They're not going to be scale pounds. A chuck pound works like this. I pour pennies in until it says your pound is up, and then I don't believe the scale and put 5 more or 10 more in there. So, yeah, when you get 5 pounds, you're actually probably going to get closer to 5.5 pounds. That's just kind of the way Chuck works things. These have got a smattering and a scattering here and there of some 09s and some 10s and 12s and 15s and stuff like that. You're going to get probably a few from the 20s. You're going to get a number of them from the 30s. And a decent share of the mix is going to be 40s and 50s. And the reason for that is because when wheat cents were collected out of change to save them in bags like these are saved, well, we were in the 60s by that point. And 40s and 50s wheat pennies were a lot more common at that time than the earlier ones. Just because you don't get one from 1911S doesn't mean that it's already been searched out. It simply means that, well, 11S was always really hard to find. Chris for 2 pounds at what these are 6.5 a pound would be 13 plus 9 is 22. I can't do anything about postage. I can tell you that the more you buy, the less the postage hurts, because it's the same postage rate if you get 1 pound or 100. Definitely not variety hunted. Not variety hunted. Actually, I was able to go through like 2 handfuls of coins out of one bag that I got, and I sold the bag a year ago, almost a year ago. I get all these from basically the same sources over and over again. But out of the 2 handfuls I pulled, I found a 1944 DRS in it. So that's just kind of the way that works. Okay, Christopher. We'll take 2 pounds. Any others? Raymond for 5. Okay. Sure makes that postage price of $9 hurt just a little bit less when you get more. Plus, you get a little better chance of finding better stuff, just because of the sheer number of coins. It's not that I'm taking these things out, and I'm not taking any good coins out. Trust me, I don't need to. These bags come in, and I weigh them, and then I count coins out of them, and I sell the coins out of the bags, and I never look at the coins. So you have a feeling you'll be hitting me up for a lot more 5,000 count bags? I have 35. If you want 25 out of the 35, I could definitely make an arrangement with you. Oh no, wife is on the phone. You gotta beg her. Bag, $210 delivered for a wheat bag. Mixed wheat bag. They're gonna have everything from the teens through the 50s. $210 delivered for the bags, and then the poundage is $6.50 a pound. I'm gonna put these on today's list of stuff. Actually, I put them on tomorrow night's. No, I'll put them on today's. Your wife would definitely notice if you got 25 bags. I don't know anybody who can hide that many bags. I certainly can't. I've already tried it. Okay, Crispy wants a bag. Well, I can tell you, Paul, I'm probably not going to blow away anytime soon. My issue is my poor vehicles driving across the country to pick these things up. I've got a whole bunch of bags waiting for me in Illinois. I've got a whole bunch of bags waiting for me in Ohio. And, yeah. Well, Kelly Ray, a 14D I have. See, the 09S I have, but not an 09S VDB. Bag South End L, 5,000 coins. Everything from the shiny to the gunky. Teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Guarantee you there's not going to be very many teens or 20s in it, but there will be plenty of 30s, 40s, and 50s in them. S-mints and all that sort of thing, too. I don't cull it down to just Philadelphia and Denver 40s and 50s, mostly 57 and 58. I've seen that before. I'm not not interested. I do actually a good, decent mix. In fact, I've been known to buy more expensive coins just to salt them into the bags to make the bags feel nicer, you know? Kind of like it when they feel nicer. That's, you know, which one's heavier, 5 pounds of 09S VDBs or 5 pounds of horse feathers? I found that the 09S VDBs are actually heavier. They just feel better. You don't have that kind of money. Well, I'm not asking for that kind of money. I'm just asking for US dollars. Shouldn't be an issue, right? Who else here? See, we still got a lot of people here. We still got 27 people watching. How many of you guys... We've got 28 people watching now. You were back in the hospital. Well, I hope that having coins will help you stay out of the hospital. I mean, I guess exercise is exercise, you know. Ray's still here. Right, and only 21 thumbs up. Got 26 watchers out there, and currently I've got 28 likes right now. So there's 28 likes in my program. Well, folks, I definitely appreciate the hangout here. I'm going to have to go send out some invoices and start working on getting some stuff done because I've got a big auction coming up tomorrow. And I wouldn't want you guys to think that I slacked off or anything. So I'm going to get off here and start working. Lowered the price since June? Yes, I have lowered the price since June. See, the thing about bags of wheat pennies is that they're kind of like gallons of gas. The more you have, the less you need for them because you can get them replaced cheaper. And then when they start getting expensive or they start getting scarce, they start costing more. So that unfortunately is the life of dealing in coins on a live basis, is that they do end up costing more or less at other times. There may be a time soon I'll have to go up to $2.25 or $2.50 a bag, but right now they're $2.10. $2.10. The price of copper doesn't make any difference to me. Lifting weights 1 penny at a time. Well, that's really cool. I told my wife one day, she says, you need to start doing something to get better exercise. And I said, how could you get better exercise than lifting a whole ton of pennies? And she said, well, wait a minute. Lifting a whole ton of pennies? When did you lift a whole ton? I said, over the last 15 years, I've lifted well over a ton of pennies. I mean, I'm probably into the neighborhood of 15, 20 tons by the time you go 5 years. That's the only thing that keeps my shoulders built. Is I carried 100 pounds of pennies up the stairs this afternoon. South End Dow, they're $210 for a bag of mixed Lincolns. $210. Good for eye-hand coordination. Yeah, they're also good to bust your knees open. Because, I literally did carry, it was a full bag of rolled pennies, and then a box containing another full bag of rolled pennies, and then there was another big sack full of pennies that probably had, a quarter of a bag. So 2 1/4 bags is going to run, about 80 pounds. That's what I carried up the stairs today. Coins being gone through, I can't really tell you, John, whether or not they've been gone through because I don't know what happened to them before I got them, but I can guarantee you that I have nothing to do with looking through the coins. All right, Carl, take a bag. I appreciate it, Carl. Most people here understand, and they know that, John, that I know of, these haven't been gone through. What a lot of people here understand is that there are a lot of people out there selling these for between $250 and $300 per bag, and they can get it. They sell them on eBay. They sell them on other. He wrap me up in bubble wrap and keep me safe. I look like that little kid on A Christmas Story. He can't fold his arms down because his mom puts him in too many coats. Oh, I'm sorry, Dennis. All the spots are already sold in the reveals. They're all sold out. Sand Digger, no sorting. No, I have no sorting. They're all in bags together. You bought a bag of wheat pennies in the mail 15 years ago and paid $30 for them. Couldn't have been a bag like what I've got here because these have $50 in face value. All right, Jim will take a bag. That's all I got. That's all I've got. I've just sold 4 bags. plus another bag worth in poundage. So, yeah, that's all I've got, folks, for right now. In fact, I'm going to go down this list in order, and if I run out before I get to the bottom of the list, you'll know because you're not going to receive an invoice. I will have a lot more coming up 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, I'll be so overloaded on wheat bags, you guys won't have any trouble getting one from me. Anthony, I'm going to type it out here for you. There it is, coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. The only thing I need from you, I'm assuming that your YouTube handle is the same as your actual name, but I need your YouTube handle, your actual name, your PayPal email address, where I send an invoice so that you can pay it through PayPal. And that's all I need from you. And I will immediately get you registered and send you a message and let you know you're registered. And then you can bid at any of our auctions. Okay, Paul's going to take £5. I can do Paul for £5. Oh, there's Grandpa Tim. Hello. The ones on eBay are the ones sorting. Yeah, I don't have time, energy, or the willpower to even want to bother sorting these. I've seen it done, and it's just not for me. I just don't even want to mess with that. Okay, John, I appreciate that. Yeah, I probably do have my hands pretty full this time around. After I get back from Ohio, I'm going to have a whole bunch of stuff. So stay tuned. Going to Florida this weekend, then I'm going to Ohio a couple of weeks after that. Once I get back from Ohio, I'm going to chain myself to the desk because I don't need to be traveling anymore this year. All right, folks. Well, I appreciate it. And you guys have a great evening. And your invoice will be out shortly. And we will be talking, I guess, tomorrow because I've got the 3 reveals to do. And then I have the auction at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great night. And I will talk to you later.